double 7.8 Zip FM
Saturday midnight program. Smart group. Limelight. Master is Tepe.
時刻は夜の11時半を回りました。こんばんは、てっぺいです。毎週土曜日のこの時間は僕てっぺいが1時間にわたってお送りしていくスマートグループライムライト。ライムライトとは舞台で使われるスポットライトのこと。この番組ライムライトは毎回様々なジャンルの方をゲストに招き、ゲストの方の現在過去そして未来という人生の舞台にスポットライトを当ててトークしていく番組です。今週のゲストはこの方。 Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Higgo.
この後Higgoさんに詳しく話を伺っていきます。
double 7.8 Zip FM
Saturday midnight program. Smart group. Limelight.
今日はHiggoさんっていう方がイギリスから来てくれてるんですけど、今日ちょっとこれ英語と日本語で話さないといけないからちょっと酔っ払っちゃうとできるかな。まあでも頑張りますわ。So let's do cheers in Japanese way.
乾杯。
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 いただきます。So what do you think about ebisu?
It's nice, yeah. This and what was the one I had before? The Asahi.
Yeah,
but
Asahi,
different...
like a different one.
Yeah.
How was it?
Very good.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like ebisu? Ebisu a little bit bitter, huh?
I'll try again.
Yeah. Like more complicated taste kind of.
Yeah, it's nice though. More interesting than standard lager.
なんか今日Higgoさんにいろんな種類のビールを飲んでもらおうと思って、なんか恵比寿とかアサヒとか札幌とかいろいろ買ってきたんだけど、さっきアサヒのなんだっけあれマルエフ飲んでもらって、それもね、あごめんね、もうごめん、始まる前から飲んでた今やっと飲めるとか言って嘘本当はさっきからもう飲んでた。でマルエフを飲んで美味しいって言ってて、で今この恵比寿ちょっと複雑な味じゃないって聞いたら、あでもすごいラガーとはちょっと違うけどすごい美味しいって言ってくれてます。 So do you like Japanese beer?
Yeah, from what I've had so far. Yeah, definitely.
From compare from English beer?
Yeah, I mean they're different, but it's like you said, they have a bit more something to them, bit more like more complicated notes.
Do you drink Guinness?
Not really,
Sometime,
no.
no?
Like I've had it a couple of times, but there's some people love it.
But it's a
in
bit too thick, huh?
Yeah, a beer shouldn't be that color. I don't think.
あれイギリスのビールやっぱ違うとか言ったら、イギリスのビールともやっぱ味は違うけど、でギネスも飲むのとか言ったらギネスはあんまり飲まない。そうなんだ。So now this part we're going to talk about now. So let me introduce you your biography in Japanese. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Higgoさんっていう方は、ロンドンを拠点に活動している DJ 兼プロデューサーで UK で最もブレイクスルーしたアーティストの一人としてスポットライトを浴びている方で、2023年はワーナーミュージックの傘下に設立された、あとパトリック・モクシーのレコードレーベルヘリックスレコーズのと独占契約していて、でディプロとミゲルがやったDon't Forget My Love とか、あとペリ&トミーの Words とか、あとディスクロージャーの、レストレスっていう曲のリミックスとかで世界的にこう知名度が上がっているというすごいアーティストの方で、とりあえず曲を聴くまでになんかあれだよね、いろんなHiggoさんについてを聞きたいんですけど。 So usually do you drink every day?
Not every day.
Okay.
Every day I perform.
So during performance do you drink?
Yeah. And before and afterwards.
普段から毎日飲むのって言ったら毎日は飲まないけど、でもパフォーマンスの時は大体飲んでる。でパフォーマンスする前、パフォーマンスしてる時、パフォーマンスが終わった後もずっと飲んでるっていうことですね。And先週末の7月の26日に東京のサーカス東京で、ステージで待望のジャパンデビューしたってことですよね。That was the first time you were playing in Japan, right? Like Circus Tokyo?
Yeah, first time I've even visited Japan. Yeah.
So how was the party?
Amazing. Yeah, so good. It was so busy in there. It was very difficult to actually get to the decks because there was people all up down the stairs and full had to sort of barge through.
どうだったパーティーって言ったら、もうすごい人が入ってくれて、もうぎゅうぎゅうの中 もうなかなかなんか自分のデッキにもたどり着けないぐらいの人がいてみたいな。How was the sound system? Was
Yeah, excellent.
beautiful?
Yeah. It's the same sound system we got tonight as well. So yeah, I always love the Void sound system.
And do you use because first of all, I'm so into drum and bass. And first I thought there's no drum and bass DJ in Nagoya. So to do this. so I decided to become a DJ. This is my first time.
Nice.
And I bought CDJ4 as the smallest one.
Oh,
It's only two
Yeah.
It's the easy and cheapest one, right? So I bought it and now I'm practicing every day. So do you use particular like deck for your play?
No, I mean whatever the club has. I don't actually own decks at home.
No
I don't
way.
actually have any. No,
You
so-
don't practice?
No,
No.
I practice at the show.
Oh my god なんかさ俺はドラム&ベースの DJ 最近始めて一番安いFLX4 かな買って一生懸命家で練習してんだけどデッキはなんか自分専用のやつでこれがいいみたいななんのって言ったらやっぱもうそこのクラブにあるやつでできるんだって、しかも家にもないんだってで家で練習してないんだってクラブで練習してるって言ってるすごいねWow.That's crazy.
I used to own decks.
Yeah?
I used to have some CDJ 1000s, which were the ones that you had to put CDs in them. But yeah, I sold them a long time ago when I got bored of CDs. Because you don't take USB, you have to put the old style.
でも why I started DJ because nowadays I don't need to carry, you know. Like I now I am 46 years old. Yeah. So when I was a kid, every DJ was like, you know,
Crates.
Yeah. The in rain day.
Yeah. And the hot weather they warp them.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
Not practical.
Yeah. And also no sync buttons.
No. Yeah.
Now I can't find the sound like speed.
Yeah.
BPM. So I'm always like sync. But yeah, nowadays like I have computer. I have like deck and I have like sync buttons.
Nice and easy.
Everything. Yeah, nice and easy.
Yeah.
That's why I started.
Well, I can't do it the other way round. I never tried mixing on vinyl because it was before my time really. So I'm just I'm a sync boy as well.
Oh my god, that's making me confidence,
Good.
Yeah. なんかさ昔の DJ ってさもうさ暑い日だろうが雨の日だろうがさもうレコードをさ運んでさなんなら暑い日だったらもうレコード歪んじゃったりとかめちゃくちゃ大変だったじゃないですか。だけど今の時代ってもうね USB1 個持ってクラブ行ってみたいなパソコン持ってでそこにはなんか全部 BPM が出てでシンクボタンってやつを押すと一発で曲のBPM 合わせてくれるみたいなめちゃくちゃ便利になった。だから俺は DJ を始めましたみたいな話をしたら彼ももうシーンに出た時にはもうそういうの全部あった方だからそういう苦労したことはないしレコードでは回したことないしシンクボタンも押してるってやっぱ押してんだすごい人でもすごい安心したすごい勇気もらったやっぱ押していいんだいつも押す時なんか罪悪感があったんだけどよかったそっか That's a big confidence to me. Yeah. So after this you're gonna go to club Good Weather and you're gonna perform.
Yeah.
And this is first time you playing in Nagoya.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. And are you looking forward to it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
What do you think about Nagoya?
It seems cool. I heard before I turned up that it's the most boring city in Japan.
Yeah, everyone talking about it. Yeah. I think that's kind of yes, in a way, because we don't have like big sightseeing places.
Yeah.
We don't have Disneyland. We don't have like Universal Studios.
You don't have the tower or the scramble cross it or any of. But
yeah.
For me, it's exciting because it's a new city in a new country, so everything's like wow. But I could understand if you lived here a long time, you might think it's not as interesting. But everything here is interesting to me.
どう名古屋って言ったらなんか名古屋は来る前に日本一番つまんない街って聞いてきてたけどそれしょうがないよね何もないもんディズニーランドもユニバーサルスタジオも、だけど来てみたらなんかすごいいい街だしすごい楽しんでます、で今日の夜のプレイもすごい楽しみにしてる、そっか So you are originally from London?
No, so I actually grew up in a town called Farnborough, which is maybe like an hour outside of London, so not that far away.
Suburb city?
Yeah, basically, it's like a sort of commuter. So actually, it's not dissimilar to what you were saying. So it's basically like a commuter town. So people live there to live cheaper and commute into London. So there's basically nothing going on there. There's no clubs. There's only one pub, and it closes at midnight or whatever. There's nothing to do. So yeah, I left there to move to London for music, and you know all the labels and the industry and stuff is all there. So yeah, had to get out quickly.
What was the name of the town?
Farnborough.
ファーンブラっていう町で生まれて、そこでいたんだけど、もう本当にクラブもない町で、夜の12時ぐらいだったら1軒あるパブも閉まっちゃうみたいな場所でも、ロンドンにはまあ車で行けるみたいな場所に住んでたんだって。へー、okay. So I want to ask you about the nightlife in London. Everyone.
Yeah. Not even. Yeah, you don't even have to be going to a nightclub to be getting fucked up, because people go to the pub and they still get on everything, drinks and more. I mean, you don't even have to go to the pub, because people will be having house parties where they're getting on all sorts of things. Yeah, I think that's quite a uniquely British. Well, it's quite an important part of British culture. It's just people getting all the time, no matter that's the sort of primary objective, and everything else falls in around that. So it's like, we'll go somewhere to drink, and we'll happen to play darts at the same time. But drinking is the primary objective.
That's something that we don't have, you know, because we don't have pop culture like that. You know, that's the, I think, greatest culture. One of the greatest culture you have, I think.
Yeah, I'm slightly proud of it, but slightly not at the same time, because I think it's quite destructive to be so dependent on alcohol to have a good time. But also I kind of like it because I grew up in it, and it's quite a nostalgic thing to be sort of go out to the pub and everyone gets drunk and you stay there all day and then you go out and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's a mixed bag.
When you go to pub, like not only like young people there, right? Because old people still drinking there.
Oh yeah,
you know, that's a culture, right? Like,
yeah, it never stops. People drink themselves into the grave. Honestly,
how much amount of pay is going into toilet, do you think, in a night? how much tons?
What, you know, over the whole city?
Yeah, if you think about it.
A lot. I mean, there's probably a considerable amount of it going into people's pants.
Yeah. イギリスのカルチャーでやっぱりパブの文化ってめちゃくちゃかっこいいしいいと思うんでね。だからどういう感じなのって言ったら、やっぱみんなやっぱパブで飲むんだって、でパブで飲んでもうみんなベロベロになってウェーイっていうのが今も続いててすごいあると。でパブでみんなビール飲みまくってるわけじゃん。だからどんだけのおしっこがパブで流れ出してんだと思う。考えらんない、もう想像できないほどのおしっこだよねっていう話で今2人で盛り上がった。Can I talk about music?
Maybe we should.
Yeah. So when you're listening your music, it's I don't know if you're thinking to do it that, but like you're always like putting the vocals, lady vocals. It's like, you know, you're trying to be like make it higher, you know, make it better.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and you know, some like truck maker or like music maker, they want to, you know, represent like, you know, this is my sound. This is, you know, what is it like? But I when I'm listening to your songs, like you're always like trying to be like decorate.
Yeah, I think that's how I've always approached it, because I started off making a lot of sort of remixes and bootleg edits of existing songs. So the vocal would come first, and then I would sort of build the instrumental around the vocal. And I suppose that habit has kind of carried on into me making my own music with original vocals. So I put the vocal first, and also the vocal is the most. That's what catches people's ears, because we like listening to, you know, human voices. So, and I noticed that especially last night because obviously the 99% of people in the crowd aren't going to know the words, but they recognize the song based on the words, even though they don't understand it. So I play a song, the whole intro plays out with the instrumental. As soon as the vocal hits, they all go whoa, because they know it. Even though they don't know the words, they recognize the vocals. So it's clearly an important thing.
なんかさ、もうそろそろ音楽の話もしないとやばいかなと思ったんで話すけど、彼の音楽ってなんかすごくその女性のボーカルを使ってる曲が多いんだけど、そのボーカルの曲をすごいこう立ててるというか、すごいボーカルをこうデコレーションしてもっといいものにしようっていうなんか意図みたいなのを感じるんだけど、その辺はどうなのって。そしたらやっぱりそれをすごいしようとしてるし、リミックス作る時でもやっぱボーカルが素材で来るから、それでボーカルをこう良くしようみたいなっていうところが始まりだし、で昨日そのパーティーの時もやっぱり日本の人って英語で何歌ってるか分かんないじゃん基本だけど、その曲が始まってボーカルのところに来たら、あーこの曲かみたいな感じで盛り上がってくれたりとかして、なんかそういうのを。でもさ、 What do you think about we are kind of like rare, do you think? Because mainly they understand English, right? On this earth, like
right.
people, right?
Yeah.
But we don't, and we're talking very original shit, right? Yeah, right? So
yeah.
I understand, English, but like I used to. When I was a kid, I didn't get it, right? But I was listening Wu-Tang Clan, hip hop, and listening their rap and lots of like music from UK.
Yeah.
Even like the oldies, when I can say it's like Oasis song. Everyone, right? But we don't understand what you're saying, but still we get on the groove.
Yeah.
We can feel it.
Yeah.
That's kind of rare.
I think so, yeah.
People on the earth, which because if you go down the street, 70 or 80% of the people, Japanese people, they don't speak English.
No,
they don't understand.
Yeah.
But still, they
get the music.
Yeah. It's kind of funny.
I noticed that because walking around Tokyo during the day, obviously, there's a lot of tourists and they play music out that will appease the tourists, but there's a lot of music played out, like almost all of it is sort of English music or, specifically from the UK. I suppose it is quite a sort of unique facet because you have, I don't know, say like South America or something, you have a lot of people there don't speak English, or they might speak a bit, but Spanish or Portuguese is their primary language, but they still appreciate, I don't know, I feel like they have an understanding of it, the cultural kind of crosses over, whereas here, I guess that is because if you go to, I don't know, say another Asian country, I don't know,
China.
China. I suppose they're a bit kind of shut off from like the Western like pop and stuff, but still it's definitely not like they speak just as little English, I suppose, but they don't have any interest in the music, I guess. So you're probably quite special.
Yeah.
Well done.
なんか日本人ってさ変だよねって今話なんだけど、俺たちって英語わかんないじゃん基本。だからなのに俺もちっちゃい頃からもうなんかラップの曲聴いてとかウータン聴いてとかさオアシス聴いてとかさいろんな音楽とか聴いてんだけど英語わかんないのにそれのいい悪いを自分らで決めてそれで乗ってるじゃん。これってすごいことだと思わない？すごいってすごいってよ、確かにそうだよね。俺らちょっとそういう変わったとこあるよね、それでもまあでも、the reaction of the Japanese people were good, right?
Yeah, amazing.
Video music.
Yeah. Much better than in the UK.
Yeah, you were talking about it. So, describe how UK people are mean and bad and stubborn and...
Well, I don't know. I think part of it is me kind of self-deprecating because I like to put down where I'm from. It's fun. That's also another big part of our culture is to hate on ourselves. But yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know if it's maybe I didn't notice it as much until I came here. But people are just. It feels a lot more honest. I don't know in the way that people are reacting. It's like they come, they watch you, they really like your music, and they show you that by
like opening heart.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot more. Whereas in the UK where everyone's very reserved, and even if you don't want to embarrass yourself by opening up. So
What are you protecting, you know?
I don't know, but I mean I can understand it because I feel the same thing, and like I go to gigs a lot of the time, and I struggle to like dance in a rave because I feel self-conscious because I'm like, oh, people are watching, but it doesn't, you know, in my inside I want to dance, you know, but and I'm feeling the music, but I'm sat there just like tapping a toe or something, and I'm not like throwing myself at it. And I noticed it as well in even just speaking to people in the venue before the event, because they come up to you and say, oh my god, I love your music, and and they sort of pour their hearts out to you. Whereas in the UK, if I go into a venue and there'll maybe be one or two people who say, you know, oh, I really love your music, but other people, they're there to see me, but they'll be like side eye. They'll just sort of look at me like, oh, too afraid. Just I don't know. It's definitely different, but I appreciate it a lot. It makes you feel really good.
なんか日本のお客さんとやっぱイギリスのお客さん全然違うっていう話で、やっぱイギリスの人たちってなんかさ、もうすっごい嫌味でさ、もうすっげえ嫌なやつみたいな、それって本当とか言ったら、まあ俺がその自分の出てきた場所を悪く言って、要は自分ディスり、自虐みたいにそうやってルーツを言っちゃう方だから悪いかもしれないけど、でもやっぱ明らかにそれ違いがあって、日本のそのベニュー、要はその始まる前にいるところとかで、私もHiggoさんの音楽大好きなんですみたいな、すごい心を開いてくれる人たちが何人もいるのに、そのイギリスだと1人か2人はいるけど、それ以外のやつらこう横目でこう見て、あいつがHiggoかみたいな、なんかすごいこう心開いてくんないみたいな、そういうまあ国民性じゃないけど、まあそういう違いがある。確かにそうなのかな。でも but still you know what I like about English people? I like the sound of you talking.
Of the voice.
Yeah, in English.
Yeah.
So cool. Okay. Peaky Blinders, drama series.
I know it. Yeah.
What they talking is everything is so cool.
Yeah. Or the Birmingham accent.
Yeah. That's different.
Yeah. Different to me. They're like, you're right, bub. How are you?
Yeah. That's so cool. And also, I love the word lad. Yeah, because the word that 100% of American people, they don't say it. Right?
No. It's like, oh, a little lad.
Yeah, that's it. That's lovely to hear. I love that.
Whereas in the UK, it's like, you're right, lads.
Yeah. It's like maybe dude, same word in
dude.
US.
It's used a bit in the UK, more amongst sort of like young, like skater type people, like, oh, dude, yo, that was sick.
They say?
Yeah, in the UK a little bit, but not in the same way as the US. I think that's maybe similar.
Lad.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
男を呼ぶ時の言葉なんだけど、ラッドって。それ結構映画とかさ、ドラマとかでもよく聞いてて、めちゃくちゃかっこいいイギリスの言葉だなとか思うんだけど、でもやっぱイメージはやっぱすごいこうちょっとマスキュリンな筋肉っぽい男みたいな、女の人には使えない言葉なんだけど。That's a cool word. So let's talk about food. So do you eat Sunday roast? Sometimes.
Not anymore.
When you're a kid?
When I lived with my mum, we would go to my grandma's house and have it every Sunday. But now I live on my own. I can't be bothered to make it. So, and I wouldn't actually know how because I've never done it.
Because sadly, something that we don't have.
Oh really?
Yeah, in Japan. Mainly like we don't eat lambs, so.
But you can have like pork or
roast pork or
turkey.
Yeah, you do that?
Turkey.
You do that sometimes?
Yeah, turkey, like specifically on Christmas, because people have turkey at Christmas. But yeah, it comes from a sort of religious, like Catholic background type of thing. So people have it on a Sunday, but we sort of people drift away from it. But I think people have it a lot. It's not me.
What about sausage rolls?
They're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like a particular place that you eat?
Greg's. Have you heard of Greg's?
No.
It's like a.
I'll Google it.
Yeah, it's like a bakery chain that just does sort of hot sausage rolls and meat pies and steak slices and things like that. They're sort of like the go-to. If anyone comes to the UK and say where do I get a sausage roll? You go, go to Greg's because it's dependable.
Put ketchup on?
I don't. People do. I'm not a big ketchup guy.
Okay. イギリスといったらやっぱさ、 But it's funny, huh? Like all over the world, everyone shit about English food. Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So,
Definitely.
but you know, if you go down there and if you choose like particular place, yeah, and you can get like good English food, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think as with all English things, it's that we are kind of a melting pot of different cultures and people, and we mix it all together. So you can go to England and have incredible food, but a lot of it is sort of borrowed from places. And I guess there's I'm trying to think of an English dish that isn't like beans on toast or Sunday or like beef Wellington or something like
What is
that.
that?
It's like a big bit of beef in sort of pastry and like baked. Pretty good. But yeah, I can't think of I suppose fish and chips. Someone was asking me about fish and chips yesterday, which people do have quite a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like quality food in the way that, it's not fine dining, but it's greasy and it's good.
Yeah.
And that's what we're about.
When you're drunk, especially.
Yeah, or even just when you're not.
食べ物さ、イギリスめっちゃまずいとか世界中から言われてるけどさ、でも俺は思うにちゃんとした店が絶対あるから、うまい店がね、日本でもそうじゃん。だから絶対あると思うんだよね。だからあると、だからソーセージロールとかパイとかあったらここがいい、ニーケとかグレックスだっけ教えてくれたりとか、あとサンデーローストってこれ日本にない文化なんだけど、多分カソリックの起源なんだと思うんだけど、なんか要は日曜日にローストラムとかポテトと一緒に食べる。でそれ日本でやってるとこないレストランとかでも。だからあれ食べたいんだよねみたいな。あれうまいよ、ちっちゃい頃食べたよ。豚とかターキーでもできるんだよみたいな。So do you have tacos in nice tacos place in London?
There are places, but from what I've heard from sort of Hispanic people, they're not authentic or particularly good.
Right.
It's what I've heard.
Maybe I have chance to go down there to sell tacos because during the COVID, I was so bored and I went to Mexico.
Yeah.
And I learned tacos,
Right.
and I was 2-3 months ago. I had to quit. So, but like I was selling tacos. Yeah. And then I was thinking, if the guy came, the customer came, and then he said, I'm from London and I'm Mexican, and I don't have like any like nice tacos place in London, and I was giving him my tacos, and he said, oh, this is my tacos,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he was so happy. So then I realized like,
That could be it.
this is a chance. Then every weekend I can go down to drum and bass party,
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is what I was thinking.
if I live,
you
there.
can be the first D&B DJ in Tokyo or in Nagoya,
Yeah.
and then you can be the first taco salesman in
Yeah,
London.
yeah.
You're an entrepreneur.
Yeah. So there might be chance. I'm thinking. So 今タコス屋でうまいとこロンドンにあるって聞いて、もしないんだったら俺もうロンドン行こうかな。前に俺がタコスやってる時にお客さんで来てくれて、メキシコ人でロンドンに住んでるって人で、タコスロンドンにうまいとこないんだよって言って怒ってたから、もしかしたらそれでね、したら週末ごとにドラム&ベースのパーティーとかさ行けるしさ、最高じゃん。Okay.
It's a great idea.
It's all about the music.
I think that's the greatest thing in the whole world.
I like how I never hear the same thing on the radio. It's always different. It's always different. It's always different.
It's a great idea.
It's all about the music.
I like
Music.
I would play
Music.
and I would play.
Music.
Zip FM.
Smart Group Limelight.
So this part we're going to talk about your past. And when you were a kid, what kind of kid you were?
I was not into dance music or any sort of cool music or pop music or anything at all. I was very into like metal and rock and sort of grungy. I had like emo hair and all of that sort of stuff. Yeah, it wasn't until uni that I sort of discovered dance or anything popular.
そうなんかちっちゃい頃はあんまりなんかそのダンスミュージックとかこういう感じの音よりはなんかメタルとかグランジとかそういう系を聞いてた。So you were stuck in a room by yourself and listening metal music loud kind of kid?
Yeah, I mean I still do that now, but just listening to dance music instead.
Yeah. I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was a kid. Yeah. Everyone go through. But when I was a kid, there was a hard rock. Yeah, from US.
Yeah.
Were so famous. Yeah. So I was listening hard rock, slash metal. Yeah. So what was your favorite band when you were a kid?
I had a big Rage Against the Machine phase.
Yeah.
I was very into Metallica. Those are probably. I quite like sort of the Cure and the Smiths as well, like because I got those sort of from my mum. She was into those, so and like Blur. So not all metal, but very kind of rock centric. But yeah, shifted away from that.
なんか小さい頃はメタリカのにハマってた時もあるし、レイジ・アゲンスト・マシンにハマったことあるし、ブラーの時期もあったりとか、スミスとかキュアの時代もお母さんの影響であったりとかした。So, when was the first time you start thinking like I want to live with music, like you want to eat with, like you want to work for music, like?
It wasn't until I started producing, I don't think, because I always enjoyed music, but I didn't have like a drive for it. I went through a few different I did a lot of sort of sciences and maths and thing at school, and I thought I was going to be a doctor, and then I didn't do very well at college, and then I picked up photography, and I thought, I'll be an artist, so I went to university to do photography, and then I discovered raving, and then I got into music. So I went through a few different things, but yeah, it wasn't until uni that I just thought, I'm going to try and learn how to make music, and I just sort of taught myself, and it was all from that.
なんか大学ぐらいまではそんなに音楽でっていうのはなくて、医者になるんだとか、それがダメだったらじゃあフォトグラファーになってアーティストになるんだとかいろいろあったけど、でも大学ぐらいの時に音楽にそうやってすごいレイブとか行ってハマって、でそこから自分で音作ってみようかなっていう風になったんです。So in the past part, what did you feel you win the remix contest?
What did I feel when I won?
Yeah.
It was quite a surreal moment because I was living at home with my mum. I'd submitted it, and then I was watching back the live stream where they went through everyone's remixes, and it was like a 4 or 5 hour long live stream. So I was just sitting there the whole time waiting for my one to be the one that played, and then my nephew had just gone to bed, and then mine came on, and then my sister came in and to watch with me, and they started, they were going crazy, they loved it, and we had to be really quiet. We were like, oh my god, they love it. We were like, and I put it on my social media and everything, and everyone, it all went crazy for it. So it was a massive moment for me.
なんかリミックスコンテストで勝ったすごい瞬間があったわけじゃないですか。その時はどうだったのって言ったら、みんなで見てて、でもストリーミングが結構長いから何時間も。そしたらそのうちなんか甥っ子、ネフィューだか姪っ子かが寝ちゃって、それで妹も来て、それでみんなで見てたんだけど、で自分のが流れてみんなもわこれいいじゃんみたいになって、したらオーディエンスとかそのね会場もすごいいい雰囲気になって、おやったみたいになったんだけど、姪っ子が寝てるからあんまり声出せないで、おやった俺たちいけるこれいいじゃんみたいになって盛り上がったっていう話。That was one of the biggest moment of your music life.
Yeah, it really started things up. Yeah.
じゃあ、in this part we always ask you this. If you can go back any time of your past, and which time you want to go back, and what do you want to do there?
Yeah, I need to think about this now.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to think of like a musical memory from the past, but it's not necessarily something I would go back to. It's just like a formative memory.
音楽の歴史、自分の過去には今っていうよりはなんかもっと個人的なやつの方がいいかな。
I think it would probably be the parties and the clubs that we went to at uni.
大学の時に行ったパーティー。
Because it was such a, I don't know, it really changed my taste in music. And there's no other time like when you're at uni, because you have all of your friends with you and you've just met all these people and you're young and we used to like drink a whole bottle of vodka each before we went out and have no hangover the next day. And it was like everything was perfect, and we go out and you tried new things and and find all this new music and stay out till ridiculous times in the morning. And you still go to raves now and stuff, but it doesn't have that same feeling of like just complete, no responsibilities, just throwing yourself at it and just having a great time. So I think if I was gonna re-experience anything, it would be that. Mainly just to avoid the hangover, because that was amazing that I used to drink a whole bottle of vodka and not have a hangover. It was crazy.
Yeah. Talking about hangover, you were saying what? Dog's hair?
Hair of the dog.
Oh yeah, hair
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
dogs. That's that sentence we don't have.
Yeah, I don't know why it's called that, but it's just when you have a hangover and you drink the next day to sort of get over the hangover.
Yeah, it happens, huh?
Yeah.
Even to me.
Yeah, because it makes you feel drunk again. So
Yeah,
so you forget about.
Yeah.
You don't feel anxious or horrible. You're just like, it's fine.
なんか戻りたい時期は、大学の時だったやっぱりもうめちゃくちゃもうボトルのウォッカ一人一本ずつ飲めたしめちゃくちゃ大騒ぎして何でも無責任だったしもうすっごい楽しいもうで新しい友達ができてみたいなそのところに戻りたいです。
It's a great idea.
It's all about the music. The music.
I think that's the greatest thing in the whole world.
I like how I never hear the same thing on the radio. It's always different. It's always different. It's always different.
It's a great idea.
It's all about the music.
I like
Music.
I would play
Music.
and I would play.
Music.
Zip FM.
Smart Group Limelight.
When I was working for MTV, when I was working for MTV Japan, and I met Craig David.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was young and I was young, and I was working with him, and then suddenly he said to me, he said to the manager, he said, "I like this guy's vibe." He said it, and I was like, "Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, nice guy."
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good. Yeah, you can stick that on the CV.
I like his vibe. Yeah, nice guy. He's still fine, right?
He's still.
Fine, right? In the scene.
Yeah,
Because
he's doing
not
his thing.
like yeah, but he's kind of the father of the garage, like two-step.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
He was the sort of very commercial side of it that came up like early 2000s and like kind of blended it with kind of R&B and stuff. Oh, thank you.
Another beer.
Why not?
So now you're drinking Sapporo?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think about it?
It's good. I think I prefer the other one.
札幌好きっぽいよ。恵比寿より札幌の方がいい。
This is nice. It's not bad, but it tastes more like standard lager-y type of flavor. I haven't had this one yet though, so looking forward to that.
いやいや、まだキリンのラガーもあるからそこまで飲んでってもらおうね。So now we talk about the future. What do you want to do in near future and far future?
So I want to play more shows, more countries. It would be nice to see more of the world.
やっぱりもっと近い将来いろんなところでショーをやりたい。でいろんな国が見たいです。
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, I've loved Japan so far, and I want to have the same experience in different countries all over the world. It'd be great. And yeah, having like a dedicated fan base in other countries is amazing. And going somewhere that's so many thousand miles away and still people resonate with what I'm making. It's amazing.
やっぱいろんな国に行っていろんなところでギグをやってパーティーをやっていろんな人と知り合いたい。So what about the far future?
The far future.
Yeah.
It would be nice. I don't know. It's. I don't really make sort of plans that far ahead because you never know what's going to happen. I mean, I don't really have any goals either because as soon as you make a goal or you put like something out in the world, there's a possibility that it won't happen, and then I'll be disappointed. So if I just take every day as it comes and just accept each day as something cool happened today, something bad, whatever, then I can never really be disappointed because I won't have expected anything. So, I mean, yeah, it would be great to, keep doing better and better and more songs and more plays and more streams and more gigs and blah blah blah. But I don't want to put that out there in case it doesn't happen.
なんかやっぱりあんまり先のことはそんなに考えたくないものだって、なんかその時その時に起こる楽しいことをキャッチしてでそのまま進んでいきたい。What about the finally?
Finally, what
Yeah.
in the end?
You were 78.
Is that all? I don't get to see my 80s.
You will be like that.
I'd like to think that I'm still into music at that time, or you know, still cool in some way, and not just sort of like falling apart and shitting myself, you know. But yeah, I don't know. It would be nice to have a bit of a legacy, I guess, to be remembered as having made something important or different, or you know, to be remembered for what you did. I think that's what everyone wants in some ways, to be not to be forgotten about. So that's all I'm asking for.
なんか最後はどうなりたいのって言ったら、やっぱり自分のなんかすごいもうレガシー、要はなんかすごい歴史、まあ自分のすごいものを残して、やっぱ自分が死んだ後も残していけるようになりたい。そっか。じゃあラガキリンいやキリンラガーを最後に飲んでもらって、この感想も聞いて、もうビールの継ぎ方がうまいもん、やっぱすごいわ。You good at it.
Experience.
Yeah. うまい。ビールの継ぎ方うまい。So cheers for the last time.
乾杯。
Because show is finishing.
Yeah.
And tell me about Kirin.
Oh. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like they say Kirin Lager, so it's a lager.
Yeah, but it has a sort of kind of a fruity almost like undertone to it, a bit less heavy than the other ones. I
さっきの
approve.
札幌の黒よりはこのキリンラガーの方がちょっと軽くてフルーティーな感じがして美味しい。スマートグループライムライト、今日のゲストは DJ 兼プロデューサーのHiggoさんでした。So we're finishing now. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Nice to talk to you.
Yeah.
And let's go to eat tebasaki, like
Yes.
fried chicken.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, together. Yeah? Nice to talk to you. Thank you.
You too, man. Thank you so much.
It's a great idea.
It's all about the music. Music.
I think it's the greatest thing in the whole world.
I like how I never hear the same thing on the radio. It's always different. It's always different. It's always different.
It's a great idea.
It's all about the music.
I like
Music.
I would play
Music.
and I would play
Music.
Zip FM.
Smart Group Limelight.